I am in Melbourne, Australia, and going to visit MCG. At the moment, I'm walking from Central Business District towards the MCG. I'm walking over this bridge. There are a lot of trains coming and going, and you can see the Melbourne Cricket Ground. That's the Central Business District sign. You have to climb stairs. Keep walking. Melbourne Cricket Ground. This is the arena in front of the I'm walking towards
What we see, this is a clinic being run by the VCA, the Cricket Organisation Victoria. Obviously, school holiday activity, getting the kids interested in cricket. What you've got here, indoor here, we've got 6 wickets that some further across are good for spin bowling, others are good, these two here, I might have it the other way around. They might be good for fast swingers or so. So you go in there, get the projector switched on, press the button, and on the screen will be a bowler, a world-class bowler, coming into bowl, and you watch the bowler run up to on the screen, and when he gets to the place in the world with that facility, but it's pretty good all the same, you know, to be able to get some practice when there's not many people around. Or no one to bowl to. The balls are kept in a container behind the screen. Now, the other visual is to remind us that although it's called the Melbourne Cricket Ground, for the better part of half a year, it's actually a football stadium for our AFL and other sports where I think we've got...
Let's enter the Melbourne Cricket Ground arena. Here is how it looks like.
Allowed to come to the thing like the Melbourne, the AFL Grand Final, but there have been bigger crowds for other events. In 1959, an American preacher, Billy Graham, was here, and there was an estimated crowd of 135,000 because people were allowed to sit on the arena as well. He was preaching from a stage in the middle of the ground. Ed Sheeran was here 2 and a bit years ago, and he had a crowd of 109,000 one night and 106,000 the next night. And his stage was in the middle of the ground, and there was seating around it on the ground level. Taylor Swift, when she was here at the beginning of 2024, her stage was where the goalposts were. She came out from here, come along here. I'm just trying to work out whether I point these out here. Yeah, see where the ladder sort of contraption there, and then there's an area where the print journalists operate from, so it's quite a significant component of the 108 metres, and yeah, it's amazing. No one's hit a ball from the other end up into the northern seats in the
These lights are in the area which are under shade, so the grass can grow.
Then it could get ugly, right? And certainly on grand final day, 60,000.
Antisocial behavior is not tolerated. So if anything happens, you can report it, please.
There are 90 to 100 of them all around the ground that they start over in the chain lawn stand, come around here. This is sweet number 75 and then continues around to the end of the sea.
It's open.
It's a nice little private space to watch this whole 16, I suppose, 4 lots of 4. Across there, a bit further around, you'll walk past the Jamison suite. That's a much bigger one. That holds 60 and can be rented out for functions and so on, right? But companies, pay rental for the whole year. They have to. It's not cheap because they've got the rental to pay, and they've got to pay for the people coming into the events. So you're invited to go to the Toyota box. Well, Toyota would have to pay for their tickets for the people to get in, plus the food and the beverages. But it's pretty good. In the crowd, get the roar of the crowd.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so just wanted to give you a looking at one of these corporate suites. All right. So, okay, leave it, mate. Okay. For the football, that's where they arrange what's going on the scoreboard and around the ground advertising, and it's really high-tech stuff, I reckon they're brainy because the one on the left are the batsmen that have made centuries on the NCG in a test match, and the one on the right is the bowlers that have taken 5 wickets in and out. The batting board, it starts in 1870. Oh, it's third from the top. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he did make 100. Yeah, that is an amazing career. But you fast forward to the recent years, the very last names in the third column there on the batting, were taken 5 columns there. Start off with a lot of English players because other than the odd visit from the West Indies, I think in the 1930s, there wasn't much international cricket other than against England. Now in recent years you're going to find West Indies, Pakistan, India, New Zealand, a lot of different countries have had players that have done well. The Indian players, on the board there's some very big names in India. So you can imagine they won the flag. Amazing. Now, 2014, Ricky Ponting's here. The players have come in through the big the word team that they bring in medical staff and so on. They take. So let's come in here.
Teddy Tedesco, James Tedesco from the Roosters. The fullback.
Oh, yes, I know him. He's good.
My favourite player in the Roosters
Yeah.
nowadays, Connor Watson.
Oh, Connor Watson, because that's his name.
So you really, Blazers, very formal at top. Australia had the biggest team for those games, having a home ground advantage, and you had the big band. Now, that building there was built for the swimming in 1956. It still stands and it's used by the Collingwood Football Club nowadays, the Australian women. That was in 2006, 20 years on, they're going higher again. So that's that's the Commonwealth Games, which aren't as competitive as the Olympics. Right. Now, imagine there's a run-up from there to this board here for the long jump, right? So,
Yeah. So it went in, averaging more than.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, now, the cricket club was, I've said at the start of the league, it came here. In 1873, it set up a library, a sporting library. And, it was started, as you can see here, 1873. Now, the interesting thing about Brandon is I told you he made centuries for Australia on the MCG, but for his whole career in Test matches against other countries, his average was, at the finish, was 99. Boys play at cricket, and that's the first use of the word cricket that has ever been cited, right? So it's interesting, all right? So that's a very special volume. So these are all, interesting.
From which year is this volume? From which year?
Sorry?
From which year? How long?
1611, 1611.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so that set the club up in 18. What you've got here is the committee room. That's their hospitality room. Certain days of the week, members can room. If we come out here. Building of the room. Okay, now the final room I'll take. Any male can come into the members' reserve as long as they've got a collar on their shirt, right? But if you want to come to any of the rooms here, level, nice space if you want to make it a special visit. You've got a carvery up there that's very good, and then the couches are for the older members of the club. So anyone can sit there at the start, but as older members come along, the courtesy is to let them. That's Ian Botham, that's Sachin Tendulkar up there with the bat over his shoulder. And Merv Hughes doing the exercises in front of Bay 13. Now Bay 13, it's head of the Toronto Cricket Skating and Curling Club.
At the end, I spent some time in Australian Sports Museum, which is located at Melbourne Cricket Ground. It showcases some of the history, some of the games, and also some of the equipment and so on. If you are MCG, then maybe I would suggest you walk through the museum as well. You will learn something.
Such a long race.
The cricket is played across the ground. You can see in the middle, there's the turfs there, they replace that turf quite frequently during the season because it gets a lot of traffic, you know, the centre bounces.
Please subscribe. Thank you.